liberty in the pursuit of happiness. It went from ambassadors to rebel angriness. 4th of July to Britain, bye-bye. Let me tell you something, it was just hard to abide. Softly drafting up declarations of equality. At Virginia he saved and claimed his own colony. It wasn't always spoken honestly, and he had his own prophecy. But let me tell you the beginning of America's Socrates. Raised in Virginia in a prominent family, he learned everything possible to curb the calamity. Genius from the birth was a gift from Mother Earth. Learning is what he always craved to be his very first verse. Walked in the woods, read and played the violin. Studied much harder and kept down his chin. Soon he was in Funhouse, William and Mary. Courting girls, drinking rum, stunning was done rarely. Stood in disbelief and started his own group. Scholarly, truly educated was the bright troop. Left to study law under troop member George White. No law schools with life but more in sight. Rigorous 5 years to pass the law of art. Doubling helped him to be an East Coast star. Practiced in Virginia with great success. Happiness was growing in with great excess. Coming in would be a lot of great new stress. Life now was gonna be a game of chess. It was a time now. Fight the stupid taxes. We'll go get the tea boxes with their own axes. Is it a joke to tax paper goods and tea? Yeah, the king is broke. We can clearly see. Taxation without representation, we will all cry. When Jefferson said it, he ended up in Versailles. Virginia had the purchases with his radical bloc. Back to Kenyon, Washington, noticed the ticking clock. This man will be one of our finest experiments. Soon he published a Bill of Rights for British Americans. Whoa! This man's work is an eloquent president. I've never seen someone with so much adequate. Give Commander-in-Chief to Washington to lead the nation. This man will have to draft up a declaration. Congress appointed a 5-man committee. Individuals who were extremely smart and gritty. They chose Thomas to draft the declaration up first. How the truth to be self-evident, he got it down well first. Returned to Virginia to the delegates he served. All the laws were directed to the declaration he versed. Unfair, ridiculous doctrines were abolished. Jefferson's reputation in Virginia were polished. But that wouldn't stay for long when he was elected governor. Fleeing the capital, then his home, not proud as a southerner. He had a dream of the very new country. He wrote notes and published his book quite bluntly. Then, much left for heaven, Jefferson said, I'll go back to my days in 1777. Broke into Philadelphia with the Convention Congress. Benjamin's gone France for Virginia progress. Steered up fun with all the French delicacies. But with citizens, nothing was just right ethically. Split Lafayette and the French Revolution. There will come a solution with too much pollution. Immediately surprised when he went back home. A Secretary of State letter was waiting under the dome. Washington and Hamilton waiting without guns. Jefferson saying there's 2 ways to get this job done. Extreme party battles between the 2 advisors. Didn't know which one was smarter or wiser. Jefferson being beaten with the state's rights. No longer can I fight with these white tights. I'm resigning as Secretary of State. It's Hamilton and his Constitution, what they just hate. It's time to go back to my shrine, Monticello. There's like Hemming was being all pretty and mellow. To get back at enemies, his party needed him back. Bill John Adams sacked and Jefferson was tracked. Being the vice is like being hit with the cactus. They wrote a manual of parliamentary practice. John Adams was their president for a president. Hamilton fought Frederick's cried, leave the white resident. Thomas and his men, Aaron Burr, took charge. 73 electoral votes at the White House Guard. For Adams, it was a bad, dishonorable discharge. His world history with the legislative recharge. Yeah, it may be a 2-party system, because America's a right, white, blue, red, grievous prism. We're all Republicans and federalists with their own wisdom. We gotta respect this American tradition. Greeting people within pajamas had a round table. Look sure that the country will just run able. I promise you that I will be the most productive. The national debt from 80 to 57 million will be deducted. Strip the presidency of all the trapping of European royalty. Reduce the size of armed forces and government bureaucracy. Got rid of the pirates and doubled the nation. Spain's Louisiana and the colonies collaboration. 828,000 square miles. Didn't spend much but bought money in piles. The Louisiana purchased shipped up Lewis and Clark. Tomatoes and the government's power hadn't used smart. The man at 6,000 books once again had to stop. Corrupt Judiciary Act caused him to flop. And once again, Britain was waging war. The Embargo Act got America poor. Jefferson had to say goodbye to a ruffled up seat. When he started, he dusted it off so neat. The stage of Monticello kept rebuilding and designing. The University of Virginia came out all shining. That's for building up, and he was being oppressed. Sales his 6,000 books for the Library of Congress. It was Jefferson who died with his own declaration, the 4th of July, with his incarnation. Drafting at the basic piece of the world's equality, he himself contradicted it without an apology. Still, he's the real start of the United States. The real reason Canadians right now have debate. John Adams, last words where Jefferson survived. Indeed, his work was the one which changed all our lives.